Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. Cardano isn't doing very well at the moment. We are deeply in the red, and together with pretty much all the main cryptos in the last 24 hours here, we have seen some losses. And this is pretty much what I told you this in the update video earlier today. And I go to Bitcoin first briefly. Don't worry, it will only be a brief update on Bitcoin. But I have to cover Bitcoin because it is leading the way. So whatever Bitcoin is doing, Cardano is likely to follow. It's not guaranteed, but it's likely to follow. What I told you when I did the video earlier today is that it looked, this is a triangle, not triangle, this is a rectangle pattern. And people always say, oh, can you really just with some triangles and rectangles predict what's going to happen? Well, not really, but you need to understand the story behind it and why does this pattern form. And these patterns, they only call in a certain way so you can remember them, but actually they make it much easier for you to understand price action and what buyers and sellers are doing. That is why they work, and that's why they are there. But what we could see earlier today, first of all the indicators for Bitcoin on the hourly chart here are not great. And what I said is that we are in a temporary downtrend here on the hourly. Clearly, yeah, we dropped below moving averages. We had a significant move to the downside on the hourly, and then we had a sideways move, which is typically after a drop to the downside, a trend continuation pattern. Could also work the other way around, but trend continuation. And I said that we, in my opinion, would drop further to the downside, and I think we were somewhere here, was here, yeah. And we exactly after the video we did drop. Now what we see now is crucial, guys. Do we break back in like we did here before, yeah, on the 8th of September, or do we drop further? And currently nobody can tell you that before, but you need to watch that retest level now. And this is a crucial point. And normally as a trader, then when you see that that retest is working, we get back in, then fine. But you could short if you see that retest fails and we drop further. That would be a short. And then my next price target is around the 44,000 level. That's a crucial one, guys. And if we drop below the 44, that would be bad, because then we drop below that swing low here, which we did on the 19th of August. And that other swing low here we did on the 13th of August. That is at the 44,000 level. And in my opinion, quite an important one. Also, what we see, another reason why I think could be dropping down further, that we've just moved the Donchian channel to the downside and we haven't broken above the middle line yet, so it's looking rather bearish. Let's go to Cardano before we get more into bearish territory. But actually Cardano isn't looking very good either, because today it broke that that trend line here to the downside. And again, I did say in my video earlier today, and that was before that happened as well, that I think it's going down further, and it did. And basically because it was following Bitcoin. And again, the Donchian channel has been pushed further down, which normally people, for example, if you were trading the hourly here, people would use to enter a short trade, right? So you would actually have entered it here and haven't closed it yet. You would still remain in the trade because you're pushing a Donchian channel further down. You're breaking down into this Donchian channel. And generally what we can see here, that we are again in a downtrend, and the recovery here was very weak, and we are now pushing further down. My next price target, if that continues, is 220. And as long as we don't get above, like currently the 242 or 243, I think we remain bearish, just looking at the Donchian channel here, because that middle line is the 243. Generally, when you enter a trade by breaking out the Donchian channel, which we did here, then you would exit that trade when we cross the middle line again. That's at least one of the strategies. Of course, there are various trading strategies. That's one. And what we can see, the MACD going bearish, going in the red. Don't see a recovery there at the moment on the hourly. The RSI is of course going down as well. And crucially is that the ADX is actually, the trend is increasing. Yeah, the trend is going up on the hourly of the ADX, and the DI line is going up as well, indicating there is a quite bearish trend going on. And guys, I know people always, when I do these videos and it's not always going up, always the haters come around the corner, and it's just what it is. But I just, no reason for me to tell you it's going up tomorrow if I don't believe it will. And this could carry on for, days and maybe even a few weeks. Maybe it's just that bad September. We just need a bit of patience, guys. That's what I think at the moment. And again, for Cardano, if we drop below 220, that wouldn't be great. Then the next target for me, the next major target then is $2. And of course, we don't want to get there, ideally not. But of course, it would all give us an opportunity to buy more for a lower price. But yeah, to be honest, with Cardano, we don't have a lot of time left before the 12th. Exciting next 2 days. I think people are just going to wait what's going to happen now. I don't think anymore that we will go, see a rocket to the moon before the 12th. Now that we've dropped obviously before the 12th, I think the likelihood increases that the price will go up directly after the 12th if it goes successfully, which I believe it will. I believe in the team, you know that. Cardano is my biggest holding, never forget that. And it will stay my biggest holding, for the foreseeable future anyway. Let's take a quick look at the daily. I just wanted to highlight how it's looking really from a longer term point of view, and on the daily that trend line doesn't really work. It was based on the hourly chart, so just take that out for now. And again, what we can see here is a similar pattern as we saw with Bitcoin. We saw that drop, and now we're trading sort of in that rectangle pattern channel at the moment on the daily. Doesn't really look bullish, it's rather looking bearish. A trend as well, bearish trend, downtrend at the moment on the daily, unfortunately. And I talked about the 220 level. Watch that level. We dropped down to the 220 level here, and we also at the same time bounced off the 50-day moving average, which was exactly at $2 actually, at $2 on that day here, which was the big drop on the 7th. So the $2 level, clearly an important level. The 50-day moving average is providing some support here. It's coming up. We are still above the 200-day moving average. However, we are already below the 20-day moving average. That isn't great. Let's just compare that to Bitcoin, where we are there, because Bitcoin obviously is sort of still leading the way. Now, today I think can decide a lot for Bitcoin. We are currently trading below the 200-day moving average. That's really bad. If the candle closes below that, I think it would be bad. To be honest, from a chart point of view, the only real hope that I have for Bitcoin is that the golden cross is going to happen in the next few days. You can see very steeply the 50-day moving average is coming up very steeply. And we can see the 200-day moving average going down slightly now. But if they cross, and if the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200, in my opinion, that is a really bullish sign. That's always been, it's a golden cross historically. This has always led to new price increases. It's just considered a bullish move. And when will that happen? Well, looking at the history here, I think it could happen maybe on Sunday or on Monday. Yeah, that is what I think at the moment. That is what could happen. That is what probably will happen, because it can't really be stopped unless the price really drops dramatically now. But I think it is inevitable. It will happen. That 50-day moving average will cross above the 200-day moving average. It is the golden cross. Just let me show you, because it has an impact on Cardano as well. When that happened before, I did talk about that in a previous video, but I just want to remind you, just need to find it now. It's a bit difficult with the Donchin channel, but it happened exactly here before. That was a golden cross. That was on the 16th of May 2020, and let's see what happened after that, guys. And it took a while to get there, but see how the price moved up afterwards. So now we had exactly the opposite here, and we dropped down. That was sort of the death cross. People talked about that. That took place here, and that was on the I think on the 18th of June. And now it seems to go the other way again. And these are always normally indicators that for a longer period it could go up then. So that's my last immediate hope, actually, a really big hope actually that I have, that this will have a major positive impact on the Bitcoin price and of course on the Cardano price. And as it seems, and to be honest, that could really boost the price. If that really happens on Sunday, Monday, you know what date that is? That is when smart contracts will be implemented on Cardano. So that could really be a nice catalyst for the price to go up. I just wanted to make you aware of that, but from a chart point of view, it's not looking too good at the moment. You can see even here on the daily that we're making lower lows at the moment. It's not looking good. Honestly, the chart is not looking really good. I think we may drop down to that 50-day moving average here. But again, for a long-term holder like myself, it's actually good to buy more for a low price. On the other hand, it's still a bit depressing, guys. It's just what it is. And the whole, it seems always like the whole, I read it in the comments that the whole sentiment is getting more negative, and again, more haters are coming around the corner, and people just want to believe what's happening. Unfortunately, it is what's happening. And for me, there's no reason to sort of be upset and emotional, because for me as a long-term holder anyway not, but also for you guys, you can buy more at a lower price if you really believe in the project. It's not good for people, obviously, who bought at leverage at a high price. That's always not good. I would never consider buying at with leverage. I just don't like it. It's not for me. It's too risky for me. Let me know what you think, where the journey is going. I think we might drop a little bit more. Hopefully not, but it's just looking like that at the moment. It obviously depends on, do we retest that rectangle here? Yeah, and if we go down further or not. Nobody can ever tell you that. But because we already tried to break out before and we jumped back in straight away, I can't see that strong buying power that we had here at the moment. So I rather think we will fail the retest. Well, not fail the retest, we will actually retest it successfully and then go down. So that resistance level, that support level, will be flipped to resistance. And here with Cardano, let's take a quick look again on the hourly chart. And again, guys, I just want to make you aware. So don't be too negative, guys. It's just what it is at the moment. I just said in 2 days it could all be changed again with that bullish cross, that golden cross on the Bitcoin price. That could really help us. But at the moment, just looking at all the indicators, just looking at the price action, the pure price action as well, not too good in my opinion. We're making lower lows here again. Obviously that level is crucial here to 20, because if we drop below that, we're making another lower swing low here. And can't really say much more about that. I think, it's just in the short term not looking too good, but hopefully in a couple of days that might look a bit different with that golden cross on the Bitcoin price. And it will be highly interesting, because I think in the last few times that happened, it always played out like it was a buy signal if there was a golden cross, and a sell signal if there was this so-called death cross. So let's hope the best for Cardano. Definitely it will remain my biggest holding anyway, more than ever, especially 2 days before smart contract implementation. And one day, we will look back at these prices and just laugh. Okay, so hopefully you liked that video. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, then please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.